Yo, everybody, it's Silly Saturday, and I simply want to encourage you today. I grew up with a pops and a mom who were constantly encouraging me. My dad was constantly telling me that I'm the greatest. Like, that's what he would tell me all the time. He'd say, "You're the greatest, son. You're the greatest." And my mom would tell me three things. I said, three things. She would tell me I was awesome. To take myself out of accomplishment and into acceptance. I was awesome just being who I was, that there was no one else that is on the earth that is meant to do what I'm meant to do. So just to be able to sit into that and to accept that greatness. And she constantly told me that I was awesome and to separate myself always from accomplishment. It wasn't about my grades. It wasn't about, the job that I got or the money that I made or the things that I got. It was simply the person who I was. At the time when she was telling me this from an early age, I was frustrated with her at times, and I was saying, "You're just saying that because you're my mom." But now I realize that she was saying that because she wanted to build a foundation and give me the tools because she knew she was leaving a little bit early. So the second one was that she would tell me that I was beautiful, and she would tell me never to compare myself to anyone. I used to think that it was because my brothers were such high performers that she just didn't want me to feel bad about myself. And then I realized that comparison is the burglar of joy. And so she was helping me to realize that I was beautiful just being myself and just being who I was. And so I want to encourage every one of you out there in that aspect, and not to compare yourself, because when you start to get into comparison, whether it be money or things or accomplishments or anything like that in life, is my wife taught me that gratefulness is simply knowing that you have enough, that what you have is enough. And the third one that she told me is that I could do anything. That I could do anything that I put my mind to, but just because I could do it didn't make it my purpose. And so beware of that, because I could do anything that I put my mind to, and so can you. But it doesn't make it right for you. So lock into that purpose. And then I started to struggle with, what is that purpose? And I went back to the fact that I was awesome just to be myself, and that I didn't have to compare myself to anybody. So she gave me those three things. You're awesome, you're beautiful, and you could do anything that you put your mind to, but just because you could do it doesn't make it right for you. And my dad summed it up in saying that you're the greatest. And he would tell me all the time, "You're the greatest, you're the greatest, you're the greatest, son." And then he told me to act according to that greatness. So what I want to encourage every one of you today is that you don't have to be anything, that you don't have to do anything, that you are that you are built, that you are perfectly, wonderfully made in the image of God, and anything contrary to that's a lie. So from this day forward, accept that truth. I didn't realize that my parents were giving me the ground rules and the foundation because both of them were going to leave a little bit early. And that my dad told me early on that he was going to pass the baton. And when he passed the baton, it was time for me to run and to be able to teach my kids, and not only teach my kids, but to be able to share it with you. The most valuable thing you could ever give to someone is encouragement. And that's what I want you to do today, is have that encouragement and realize that you're perfectly, wonderfully made in the image of God, and anything contrary to that's a lie. So from this day forward, only accept truth. Walk in that today. Be encouraged. Have a wonderful day. It's Silly Saturday, baby. Peace.